Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So, I was reading some information earlier online today, and some people in a Republican district were talking about they know quite a few people and have quite a few family members who are MAGA, but who are also on food stamps, and how now they are online repeatedly asking for locations where food banks are located. They also, but they're also still against social programs. They're also still against all of that stuff, even though they use those very things. I told you there are a lot of Americans that are indoctrinated into believing that they don't use social services, but in fact they do. And you should be okay with using social services if needed because you pay taxes. And a lot of people who use social services work jobs. A lot of people who are on food stamps already have jobs. Your military members have jobs. They're also on food stamps because your government doesn't pay them enough to take care of themselves or even a family if they have one, which most military members do. These are things that Americans you need to pay attention to that you're not paying attention to, you know? Because again, as long as we take our eye off the ball, they're going to continue to do whatever it is that they want to do. Now, I know today is a voting day. If those of you who live in those areas in which elections occurred, I hope that you participated today. I really hope you did because it was necessary. Hey, Kiera, how you doing? Good afternoon. And let me stop for a second. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Look. Sometimes the days blend in together. Happy Tuesday. Don't forget, I've already added the movie suggestion post on Patreon. So you all need to go over there and put your suggestions for November, because then we're gonna vote on when we're gonna, when we're gonna discuss them. We first need to vote on what movie or movies end up being the movie or movies we watch this month, and then we got to figure out when we're going to talk about it. And like I said, we might even do a watch party this month. That'll be cool. That'll be fun. Oh, guess what, y'all? Those of you here from Alabama, your governor. Look, see, Republicans are feeling the heat from food stamps, right? Guess who? Guess who? Crypt Keeper herself, Governor Kay Ivey. She's going to release 2 million of the state's emergency funds to go towards 8 food banks, serving all of Alabama's 67 counties. Well, look at that, child. Oh, she wouldn't be doing this if Republicans were winning this fight in relation to health care and food stamps. She's doing it because no matter what Republicans say out of their mouths, it looks crazy to starve your citizens. And Republicans are doing it. They can't blame it on anybody else. And I need y'all to understand some people who are Republican and poor and or who just need this stuff because it's so expensive, folks need help, right? And they still believe in the MAGA movement and the Republican movement because it's not just MAGA, it's the Republican Party as a whole. It's all of them. They're raggedy. They want to keep you poor and they want to keep rich people rich and make rich people more rich because they get rich by proxy too. You need to wake up. One of your political parties doesn't work for you at all. It doesn't work for the working class at all. That 99.9%, it's like, yeah, fuck y'all. We'll throw red meat to you, get you all upset about, social issues and shit like that. But we don't have any policy for you. Notice Republicans still have no health care plan for you. No, they're not the same, beloved. Sorry, Karen, but I'm not sorry. You're not mature enough for this conversation, beloved. Bye. Yep. I don't even discuss this with anybody who says both parties are the same. That already let me know we're not on the same level for me to continue a conversation with you. I'd be talking down, and I don't have an interest in that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not at all. But one of the political parties, the Republican Party, they don't give a shit about the working class at all. Wake up. If you're a person in the working class, which most of us are, you need to be paying attention. Because voting against your own best interest is going to get you what? It don't get you nowhere. It don't get you nowhere. See, y'all sitting up there letting politicians divide communities with their bullshit ass rhetoric so they can stay in cushy ass jobs and not get anything done. They just want to sit in the jobs. Hey, Trail, that's all. And y'all letting them sit in these jobs. Y'all not even challenging these people. You're paying these people $174,000 a year, and you ain't even challenging them. That's why I'm calling y'all out. That's why I put that video out today. Hey, Ida, where I said, listen, if you sit on your ass at home and you don't go vote today, shut your mouth. Because ain't nobody coming to save you. You know who's going to save you? You. Get your ass to the polls. If you paid more attention to elections, if you paid more attention what was happening on your local level, on your national level, you wouldn't even be in the predicament you're in right now. It seems to me that Americans have to lose something in order to figure out, oh yeah, I actually like that. It's the silliest shit ever. This is why you don't have no progress. Because see, when life going good for y'all don't pay attention to government. Y'all don't really even care about it. The only thing you pay attention to is what the politicians tell you to pay attention to. Until it gets so bad, you can't not but pay attention to shit. Like right now. If you're on Snap, you got to pay attention. Why? Your livelihoods, everything that is at stake. Your ability to feed your family is at stake. So you ain't had no choice but to pay attention. You got to cut that shit out where you only pay attention when it affects you directly. Because eventually, all the stuff that you ignore, when they run out of doing all the other shit, they'll get to you. They'll get to you eventually. You just got to give them time. But they will come for you because they come for everybody that's not them. That's what I need y'all to understand. Because I think a lot of people don't get that. Thank you so much for the shares, Gravy. Listen, I want to stop for a second and say thank you again for joining me this afternoon. Patreon members, you will see the newest episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast that's going to come out this evening. So it'll be available on Patreon. And today's discussion, listen, I had to talk about it, was the new poor. How we got this new poor in America, right? Because, you know, America, the American culture is struggle by proxy, right? That's the only way. You got to struggle. If you're a person that's not struggling, everybody else will say you had it too easy. You had an easy life. You ain't never had to struggle. Tell me where I'm lying. You probably said it about somebody else that you felt had life too easy because you're conditioned to believe that by proxy you should be struggling because you've watched everybody before you and around you struggle. Why? Because they caught up in the same system you caught up in. So listen to this episode. Now, the episode comes out tomorrow to everybody, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But y'all gonna learn. You said, yep, my husband, listen. But I wanted to talk about this new poor because it's a lot of middle class people that's new poor too. Let's talk about it. Poor ain't what it used to look like no more. Poor people got jobs, multiple jobs, big houses, cars, all that shit. Poor come in all different flavors now. Poor ain't just the people that middle class people used to look down on. You understand? Poor is everywhere now. It's a whole lot of people in these nice homes who ain't got no fucking money. You understand? There's a whole lot of people in these nice homes who broke. What my mom used to say, house rich, money poor. You said Republicans and food program. Oh, that's AI. I was like, who is that? It's AI popping up. Man, it is the Orange Great Gatsby. Look, let me zoom in so y'all can see what's really popping. See, ain't nothing changed. They just don't let you see as often. See? They just don't let you see as often. See? See? Listen. I'm going to start calling him Sir Thick-a-Lot. Usually when you see ankles like that, people can cook. He can't even cook. You know what I'm saying? Usually if I saw ankles and foots on somebody like that, I'm like, shit, I know you throw down in the kitchen. Not even in this case. Not even. I made sure to do a cutoff so y'all could really see what those ankles are looking like. This is recent. Nothing's changed at all. And the White House is still lying to us about his medical situation. We're still not allowed to know the truth. I would like to, but we're not allowed to because they're not being honest. He's not being honest. Now, I need y'all to know something else that's being reported, especially if you plan to do any flying. It's being reported that our U.S. airspace will close within days. And we got international media reporting that. Just so y'all know. Things are bad. Your government shut down. Stuff is bad. Because your U.S. Transportation Secretary has threatened to close parts of the national airspace if the government shutdown continues. He said he's just going to shut shit down. Lulu, beloved, go with those split ends, beloved. I need a sandwich with the edges cut off. Bye, beloved. You're not allowed to be a part of this conversation. I done told y'all, stop talking to me. I don't know why conservative women keep trying to talk to me. I am just like a conservative man when it comes to you trying to engage me in a conversation. I should see you, but I shouldn't hear you. You need to be quiet. You shouldn't be bothering yourself, little old lady, with a conversation that's so complex as politics. You should be cooking or cleaning or having babies and taking care of children. That's what you should be doing, right? You should be doing that. Because if you do that, you'll probably feel better about yourself. I keep telling y'all, I'm exceptional. I know this. Mediocre people could never shake my faith in myself. Never. 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 Like, did y'all see the news the Grammys is going to change their country music category? I can't help but believe that's because of Beyonce. Now they're splitting the country music category into two categories now. Uh-huh. One is Best Traditional Country Album, and the other category is Best Contemporary Country Album. Honey, honey, I told you. Listen, that's why, listen, I always try to tell and I remind black folks, if you have any doubts about how exceptional you are and you don't realize it, look at how hard white supremacists work to oppress you. Look how hard. And no matter what they do, they still can't stop you. If you weren't black, you'd be scared too. Think about it. You've done everything possible to stop these people in their tracks, but nothing you can do. And you can't stop them, and you're still mediocre. I'm telling you, mediocre people are loud, exceptional people are quiet. Because they don't have to be loud. What they do speaks for itself. What they do speaks for itself. But I crack up because they were mad Beyonce won the country category. So they split it up now. So guaranteed, another black artist do another country album, no matter what, they gonna always be best contemporary. Guaranteed. It's just assumed it can't be real country. Because remember, that was the argument, that Beyonce wasn't real country. No, what it was she came into their genre, rocked it, and they couldn't handle it. That's what happened. Listen, all country don't have to be, because all country ain't that. All country ain't that. I grew up on Shania Twain. Her shit ain't all sound like that. Not at all. Hell, all the Garth Brooks' shit didn't sound like that. So I never understand why they feel like that's the default setting for the shit. Because that's old school. That's like Willie Nelson. That's old school time. You know, shit like that. Country had been progressed beyond that back in the 90s. So I'm confused by their resistance to anything that don't sound like I don't understand that. That's confusing to me, except racism. Because nothing else makes any damn sense. So now they got to split it into two categories. And I'm going to tell you what it looked like to me. It looks like DEI. It's DEI, right? It's DEI. They couldn't win. Follow my logic. Because this is according to conservatives. This is conservative logic I'm using here. They couldn't win on their own. So now they have to create a brand new, they had to split it into two fractions so that they could stand a better chance of winning. That shit is DEI according to their definition, right? Because that means that they're not capable of doing it on their own. So now they have there you go, affirmative country music. Wow, I never thought I'd see this day. And I keep telling y'all that conservatives are socialists. Y'all don't be believing me when I tell y'all these things. I don't have to lie to you. Conservatives are socialists. They're just indoctrinated. That's all. They're just indoctrinated. That's it. That's all. But when you wake them up out of their stupor, that's when you realize that they're actually socialists. Especially when you keep talking to them. Because they're usually former military, getting some social security or some other social program. You're a fucking socialist then. Because if you're the patriot like you say you are, you wouldn't even look for food stamps. You would do whatever you had to do to take care of yourself and never look for government to give you anything, according to your definition. But patriots are always the first people in line to get shit from the government. Free food. Well, it ain't even free because our tax dollars pay for it. But food, shelter, protection. But they're the loudest people talking about everybody else don't work hard enough. You like that sign? I like it. Yep, drop off your ballot. Let's just drop it off. And I told y'all this morning, Valerie, I need you to go cook something, beloved. If you ain't brave enough to come in here on your own account, you can't be in here. Let me see that weathered skin. Don't come on your troll account. Or is it Victor that lives in your mama basement? Catch it. Now, remember I told you, okay, we know that the judge told Trump he could not withhold the SNAP funds, right? So they said that they will release, people will get half their benefit this month. I need to tell y'all something. The administration told the states yesterday that they're going to have to recode their systems to accept the partial benefit. The states are saying that it could take them weeks or months to do that recoding. So be mindful and be aware. Do not wait on them. Haven't I been telling y'all for months to get a Depression era pantry together? I've been telling you that for months. I've been telling you for months. I said, get a Depression era pantry together. So no matter what, you can always eat. I told you that. I said, because they're going to try to starve your ass. So put yourself in a position that you can always eat. Because, see, people don't understand government programs, a lot of these programs, majority of them that you have right now, are the direct result of lessons learned from the past. There's a reason why SNAP exists. It didn't just fall out the fucking sky. It's a reason that WIC exists, Social Security, affordable housing programs. There's a reason why. Things like OSHA. But Americans, they act like people just pulled the shit out their ass and said, we're just going to come up, we're government, we're just going to come up with regulations. Like, what? Do you, listen, as a person in government that used to be in government anyway, and I used to write regulations, if you only knew how much we have to go through for rulemaking, ain't nobody trying to do that shit for fun. Don't nobody want to do rulemaking for fucking fun. It's a pain in the ass. Rulemaking is a pain in the ass. It is a long, arduous, collaborative process with way too many people that you don't care about their opinions, but you have to include them anyway. And that's a fact. Rulemaking is tough. You know what comes quick? Congress passing laws. See, they don't mind passing laws because as long as they can make decisions and backhand and backdoor deals, they'll pass laws and get shit done. Understand, your government will be open right now if Democrats would agree to essentially take your health care. If Democrats agreed to take your health care, Mike Johnson would order Republicans all back to Washington right now. I don't want Democrats to pass the CR. I don't want them to, Russ Dog. Sorry, you got to step your pussy up, baby. You only got 93 people. If you can't even get 100 people to talk and listen to you, I won't be number 94. Nope. You came in too loud, beloved. Came in too loud. You should have just pulled up a chair and stayed quiet. I done told y'all you can't roll up in my lives with that shit. I don't participate in that type of stuff. I won't spend any time talking to you. I'll just block you so you can go to another live. I don't know why y'all keep coming over here anyway. That's what I don't know. And it's so sad when they come back on their other account and I block that too. Beloved, did you think I wouldn't block that? I done told you I worked this finger. Dun 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 dun. And he came back again with a third account. Got a boot again. You're gonna keep getting the boot. Matter of fact, I got Chinese boots on. I'm giving you the Chinese dad's boot. You say, where did you think he got the funds to demolish the White House? From you? He got it from us. It's our money he used to demolish that shit. I don't know what y'all talking about. Our money was used for that. That ballroom is never going to be built. You can cancel that shit. It's never going to be built. Hey, Crystal, I don't have time for the shits. They got me fucked up. Yeah, that building situation, that's money laundering. That's what I think. I think it's money laundering, personally. Because I keep saying you don't know the companies involved with this. So it's just a way to move money around. That's all. It's just a way to move money around. I'm just keeping it all the way a buck with you. I don't think for 1 second you'll ever see a ballroom. And even if you did, you got to ask yourself, who are these companies owned by that built it? Real shit. Everything goes back to money. You've got to follow the money. All of this, honestly, this is one big fucking grift. I mean, they're tearing up your country at the same time, but this shit is about getting money. They getting money on an epic level too. They getting crypto money. They getting cash money. You understand? They getting money. That's why people love to talk about street criminals and this, that, and the other. Man, the biggest criminals you'll ever meet are in D.C. They got on suits and shit. They make laws. They They make decisions that have impact our entire lives. That's what DC is, in case y'all didn't know. I keep telling y'all to watch the movie Distinguished Gentleman with Eddie Murphy. That movie was a masterpiece and ahead of its time. Why do you think the government shut down? Well, two reasons. They don't want to release the Epstein files because Trump don't want them released. And quiet as kept, Trump and Republicans want the government shut down because Trump can do whatever he wants to do, and then nobody can complain that Congress is not stopping him because they don't want to stop him anyway. So this is just another way to avoid that conversation easily because government's already shut down. So just so y'all know. And Riri, if he builds that, if the ballroom does get built, I say whoever comes after Trump needs to tear it the whole way down. And matter of fact, the companies that gave Trump the money to build it need to pay to demolish it and make them pay to put the White House back the way it was. Or shut their businesses down and kick them out of the United States. One of the two. Those are the only options you give them. You either do X, Y, and Z or your ass gotta go. Yeah. You need to match the energy of Republicans. What you cannot do is be all kumbaya and shit with these people once you get majority. Well, we don't want to be them. You're not being them by holding them accountable. Hold them accountable. As long as you don't hold people like this accountable, they don't have any incentive to do the right thing. Epstein files, beloved, you're going to have to Google it, baby. I'm not Google. I'm not going to go through it in a hole tonight about the Epstein files. Quiet as kept, I think those files was in the East Wing. That's why he had it ripped down. But that's a whole nother conspiracy theory I got, which ain't really much merit to it. It was after a couple of glasses of libations. So you can't really take it as the gospel. But I was just thinking. I'm just saying. I was just thinking, I was like, Files must be over there since he wanted to tear that shit down so fast. And more than anything, he might have torn it down just so other countries can be able to see more in relation to what the White House is and layouts and stuff. Y'all got to remember, your president is compromised. So nothing he does is coincidental or accidental, except when he might use the bathroom. Outside of that, ain't no accidents. Everything Trump does is purposeful and deliberate. Purposeful and deliberate. That's what I learned a long time ago about not just Trump, but Republicans as a whole. Now, did y'all see what Mike Johnson said earlier today? Did y'all see what this man said? He's a bigger gaslighter than Trump is. Did you see what he said? Mike Johnson said, if you are hurting from the loss of food stamps and you are suffering, struggling to feed your family, you have a home in the Republican Party. So the same party that's starving you and your children is telling you, oh, you can come be with us. These people, the levels of gaslighting with these fucking people, didn't I tell you they play in your face? I told y'all, right? I told y'all, right? Hey, Russ, that ballroom gonna be over $500 million. Watch. I bet you at least 500 million you gonna hear, but you ain't gonna never see no ballroom. I told y'all that these people playing in your fucking face. Y'all ain't want to believe me. I've been telling you for months. For months. Why so expensive? A multitude of reasons. Mostly, I believe it's money laundering. I'm telling you. And it's a historic building. You got security things. It's a lot of reasons why a place like that would be expensive to renovate. But how they're going about it with last minute notice, they don't even have any architectural plans to build said ballroom. You know that was just an AI rendering. That's all they have. They have no architectural plans drawn up at all. Do you understand? They just fucking over our money right in our face and say, what the fuck you gonna do about it? Oh, my cup says bliggity block. Because I block so much. It's in my store. You can click the look at me doing a segue. You can click the link in my bio. It takes you to my website. It has a link to my store that has this beautiful mug. Nothing like a segue. You said, are the construction company? We don't know. We don't know if the construction companies are verified. I'm telling you, even if they are, look who's doing the vetting. You can't trust the Trump administration. Like I said, that shit is money laundering. I don't care what anybody says. I don't trust. Trump does nothing above board. Nothing. Do you understand? Nothing. It ain't a secret bunker, MGD, if we know about it. Think about that. It ain't a secret. I keep telling y'all there have been no architectural drawings done of what the renovations will be. All you have seen is an AI rendering. They can't build shit with that. They can't build shit with that. Like I said, you'll probably never see a ballroom, and all the money that Trump collected to build it is going to disappear too, right into his bank account. And I wouldn't be surprised if Republican elected officials are also getting some of that money too. I told you, the entire party is sour. They've been sour for a long time. You have to remember that Republicans have been grooming their electorate for decades and generations, getting them to vote against their own best interests. Hell, sometimes they convince you to do it to yourself. That's what I need y'all to understand. Republicans are not. Ask yourself, okay, I'm going to ask y'all a question. Tell me one Republican policy that has improved your life, whether it's national or local. Just give me one. One Republican policy that has improved your life. Exactly. Nothing. So that's why I asked the question, why do people keep voting Republican? They ain't doing nothing to make your life better. All the Republican Party does is come in and bust up what's already there. They're the party of anti. Got rid of the penny. That ain't shit. Quiet as kept. That's just a way for rich people to raise everything by another penny. So instead of the 99, you get 00. You understand? They've done nothing, zero, to improve the lives of Americans. This is why sometimes I get frustrated with Democrats, because this is the messaging that you need to be saying. Challenge Republicans when they talk crazy shit. Name one policy that you guys have implemented that has improved the lives of Americans. Hell, give them a time span, the last decade. Hey, Miss Jackson. Hey, Miss Jackie. You know what they'll say? Trump tax cuts. And that's when you say, well, the tax cuts for the 99.9% were temporary. So that didn't help their life long term. Give me a policy that you have passed, a bill, something that you've implemented on the national or the local level that have made the lives of Americans better. They can't even say immigration because Joe Biden deported more people than Donald Trump. Because that's what I would say to them. Or I would say also, you want to say immigration. You mean not following due process, not following the law? Is that what you're saying? Are you leaning into being a lawless government? Isn't that the very government that you say don't tread on me? This is how you talk to them. This is why I get mad with Democratic leadership. I'm like, damn. They act like they don't know how to pivot. They act like they don't know how to pivot. Force these people into a corner to own their fucking policies. Because when you force them into a corner to own their policies, they know that shit ain't popular. They know they selling bullshit too, but they want to be in power. See, for them, it's just a tape. They just grifting. The Republican elected officials are just making money. Look, I was having a conversation with myself today, and you're right, House Heather. Dems need to grow a backbone. Because that's also why they lose elections. People don't want to vote for people they feel like ain't going to fight for them. Why would I vote for you and you gonna cave every time? Like today, I was having a conversation with myself. I know I ain't the only one to do that. And I was like, you know what? You really, 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 really need to consider strongly whether or not you're going to run for Congress. And if you're going to do that, you need to get moving on it. Real talk. Because I said, you know what? If I did it and I get in, you know what I would do? I would look to see all the legal shit that I could do that's technically Josh Shiesty. Like if the voting public knew Congress could do it, they'd be like, hold the fuck up. Y'all shouldn't even be doing that. You know what I'm saying? The public would hate that shit, right? And I would get into all that shit. I would do stock market trades, all that shit. And then I would do a press conference on the internet somewhere, where everybody is, multiples. And I do videos and I say, listen, I was elected into Congress 14 months ago. And I wanted to go into Congress because I wanted to test the theory that most politicians are just there to line their pockets. And you know what I was able to do since I've been in government? I was able to invest in companies that I am also responsible for as an elected official of doing oversight into. Legally, I'm allowed to invest in those companies. It's not called insider trading when you're in Congress. Now, if I was outside of Congress, it would be. But because I'm in Congress, it's perfectly legal. And I made $146,000 on these trades. And all of it's legal. And, I'm just making up a number. 22 times, Congress people have put up legislation to block congressmen, all elected officials, senators too, from being able to invest in the stock market. And every time it's been blocked. And now I know why, because they up here getting money. That's what we up here doing. That's why they don't work for you, because they up here making money on their own. All the money I've made $225,000 on the Hill in these 14 months, and all of it was legal. And not just that, because I also was instrumental in passing that tax plan, I was able to not pay taxes on none of that money. Ain't it beautiful and grand? That's what needs to be said. Yep, Pelosi made a lot of money. They all did. Well, not all, a lot of them. Because some of them in Congress don't do it. Like AOC don't do it. Everybody in Congress don't do it. But the ones that are worth millions of dollars, you got to ask yourself how they became worth millions of dollars. Stock trades. Stock trades. Congress will not stop trading stock. And they should. They should. But they won't. But they won't. Because it's legal. So I would just come in there and expose everything. You said majority Dem polling places in New Jersey had to shut down because of, oh, I'm not surprised, Russ. I'm telling you, conservatives are nervous, y'all. When you saw Donald Trump endorse Andrew Cuomo, that told you everything you needed to know. That told you everything you needed to know. They're scared shitless of Mamdani. And not just him, but what he symbolizes. See, I'm telling you what he symbolizes. And what he symbolizes is that first domino to fall, where you start getting all these progressive candidates that people like and they start voting. And what did I say? Didn't I say lean into being a socialist? Didn't I tell y'all that? Don't let conservatives shame you that socialism is wrong. Isolationism is wrong. Nationalism is wrong, because that shit be ignorant. It's just on some America, fuck yeah. It's just on that shit. But it's nothing exceptional. Ain't nothing exceptional. Exactly, Days. Rich people, they benefit from socialism every day. And then rich people pay to put out information to the masses, the 99.9, that socialism is bad. It's only bad when you get something from your government. When they get money, like the mortgage industry, when they get a bailout with your tax dollars, all of a sudden that socialism's okay. Stop letting them gaslight you. Y'all don't let them. I told you, you got an abusive relationship with your company. I said with your company, with your country. Yeah, socialism is wrong, but socialism is not wrong for rich and powerful people. Yep, they socialize their losses and privatize their wins. I told y'all. You're always going to eat their losses. Always. Hey, striking black doll. Always. Because rich people don't like to take a loss. So they'll subsidize it. They'll run to government to get a bailout. That's socialization. That's socialism. But somehow, some way, it's wrong when you get food assistance. It's wrong when you get housing assistance, education assistance. But people who got money, it's okay for them to use your tax money to make their business whole after their bad decisions. Remember the mortgage industry gave out all them subprime loans? Banks upside down? Government made them whole. Our money made them whole. They knew they were doing bad loans. They knew it. They didn't care. You know why? Because they knew they had that government assurity underneath of them. That the government was going to bail their asses out. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. You got to let some of these companies start failing so they stop being so damn risky. Real talk. As long as you don't let them fail, they'll continue to do the shit that they're doing. I'm telling you, nobody's too big to fail because the government never looks at you and say you're too small to fail. Oh, I love this picture too, don't you? It's like I can hear it. I got some food stamps down here. Come closer. That's what I hear when I see it. I'm saying it in my little Lindsey Graham, little southern drawl, you know. Hey, hey, you. Hey, you, MAGA. Come closer. I got food stamps down here. Come on. We got steak and potatoes and French fries and chocolate you. That's what I see every time I see that damn picture. That's why when I saw it, I howled. I was like, hey. Ah, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Every time I look at it, I just have to laugh. I'm sorry, I can't help it. The shit's hilarious to me. I had food stamps down here. Now, remember I told y'all the other day I was going to make myself a lemon cake because I had taste for lemon cake from fucking Starbucks. You know I ain't made that lemon cake yet? I'm going to put it in my bread maker tonight and just make it so I can eat some for dessert. Yeah, it'll be ready in time because it's cake, you know. So it'll be ready in time. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put everything together, put it in my bread maker, let it mix on up, and go ahead. Look, I would send you some, but it ain't gonna have no preservatives. By the time it get to you, it ain't gonna taste like nothing. It gonna have that green stuff on it. Starbucks hasn't seen you since December. Yeah, I haven't been to Starbucks and I can't even remember how long. But Starbucks too expensive. So I don't fuck with Starbucks like that. And let me tell you, I told you any recipe you want that Starbucks has, take your ass on Pinterest, you can find it. Stop giving Starbucks your money. Real talk, stop giving it to them. You can go right, like for example, we're getting to be wintertime. And you know how Starbucks has that medicine ball thing that helps people when they're sick? They got the recipe on Pinterest. They tell you what teas to get, the ratio of lemonade to honey, all the things so you know exactly what to do to make your own medicine ball. Stop paying Starbucks for that shit. Make it yourself. Now you know what I'm about to make? I'm gonna look for a recipe of it because I know they. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look right now because I know they have to have it. I know they got it. Um, Let me see something. I'm gonna make Starbucks cranberry bliss bar from Starbucks. Y'all know every time it comes out during the wintertime, yes ma'am, yes sir, they got tons of copycat recipes on Pinterest. That's what I'm making next. These fucking cranberry bliss bars, because these things are delicious. Oh my God, they're so damn delicious. I could eat a whole box of those things, okay? I told you I work out to keep this back from stretching, honey. That's why I work out, because I participate in these types of behaviors. Ooh, these things look so good. They got my mouth on it. I can't wait to make these. Take yourself on Pinterest to get copycat recipes. So you don't have to keep spending money outside on these things. You can make this stuff at home for a fraction of the cost. And it's not as hard as it looks. Okay? It is not as hard as it looks. All right? Make this stuff. Now, listen, I want to tell you, tomorrow morning, I'm going to be on here a lot earlier. I won't be on here at 9. I'll probably be on here about 7, because the kid starts her new job tomorrow, and she's got to be at orientation at 9:30. So we got to leave here a little before 9 so we can get there, or like we leave here about 9 to get there a little early. So I'm going to start at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll see me here tomorrow morning. So I'll be here a lot early. So check me out tomorrow morning. I will be here. I thank you so much for coming through this evening. Don't forget to leave your comment on the movie post in Patreon for movie suggestions for November. Okay? So I thank you so much for being here. We got 44,000 likes. I appreciate that. We got over 70 shares. I appreciate that. I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters, because I do this every live. Number 1, beautiful Deisha Reed. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 2, beautiful Mercy. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 3, handsome Russ. Thank you so much, Russ. Number 4, beautiful Kim. Thank you, Kim. Number 5, handsome John Luke. Thank you so much, John Luke. And then a special shout out to Rasan. Rasan, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm assuming you're a gentleman, so thank you so much, handsome. I appreciate it. Thank you all so much for coming through tonight. Don't forget Trump is in the Epstein files. Thank you, Russ. I almost forgot. I will see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be here. Listen, don't let nobody live rent free in your head. Y'all see this heat flash moving on over me. Jesus. What they say? Ooh, sha-na-na-na-na-na-na. Chill, it moves over me. Listen, don't let nobody live rent free in your head. Don't feed the trolls, and you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. I appreciate you too, Daisha. I really do. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful and blessed evening. Be safe, okay? Love you. See you tomorrow morning. Peace out. I'll be here 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great, great night. Bye bye, everybody.